Hello, my name is Grant Inaba. I am the team leader of the Good Real Estate team, team organizer, and part of Epique Realty. And I'm here with Sammantha Martinez, who is a teammate of mine. We want to create this video for you in order to share with you what we love about Epic and also our Good Real Estate team. This is meant to be able to help you guys maybe join us on our team and consider running with us and the programs we have here at Epic Realty too as well. So, Sammantha Martinez, let's have you start. Introduce yourself right away.
Hello, my name is Samantha Martinez, and I'm part of the Good Real Estate team. And yeah, I've been loving it so far. So yeah, I'm so happy to be part of this team.
Very good. Okay. So, we're here at Epic Realty, and Epic Realty is a great company that I have been researching for quite a long time, actually, before I joined it. And having done that research, I felt like it was a really, really good, reason to consider. I did a lot of these, I watched a lot of these videos, a lot of these presentations before, just like you are now. And this presentation is meant to be as informative as possible, to be a personal deposition from us about what we think about the brokerage. If you have any questions about Epic further, then please contact myself or also Sammantha Martinez, and we can hopefully shed more light about why we love this brokerage. Now, I mentioned that we had done a lot of research before we joined. Now we've joined and we've had a lot of experiences, and we love to share with you, all the things that we thought were possible in doing our research and how they all came true. Now, actually, we're members of Epic Realty. So let's get into it. This brokerage is based on a lot of different beliefs. We believe that agents should be at the center of the brokerage. Brokerages should take on a proactive approach to agent success. Brokerages should be doing more to help their agents succeed. Now, during our research, I really wanted to be with a cloud brokerage. Previous to this, I was with a traditional brokerage, and I believe you were too, Samantha, too, as well. Now, the cloud brokerage, I really love it because there's a lot of flexibility here. And when you look at our why, you can kind of see, some of the reasons and some of the ways in which, these brokerages are very supportive of us. The huge thing that sets us apart from other brokerages here at Epic is support. There's a huge amount of transactional and business support, but there's also a whole lot of benefits that help support our business too as well. And a lot of times these benefits are what really, helps us move the needle forward with our business. Samantha, anything to add there?
Yeah, I want to say that it's very beneficial to have a cloud to be part of a cloud brokerage, especially if you're traveling. Like right now, I'm in SoCal, and it's really nice to be able to still work with the brokerage and still do business, even though I'm far away from the team because everything is online. And I think having a brokerage that really promotes technology and AI is important because times are changing and you need to be able to have that flexibility to stay with the business.
Yeah, that's a real good point you bring up, Samantha. You're right now here in there in Southern California. We are actually up here in the Bay Area. Now, having a California state license, a salesperson's license, it allows you to do business anywhere inside the whole state. Now, a lot of times, maybe a traditional brokerage might tell you, look, you should concentrate only on the place where you're at right now. Well, at Epic Realty, we definitely don't do that. We try and find creative ways because you're not tied to a certain specific office. It gives you a lot more freedom to actually roam about the state and do business, right? Here is the Epic slogan or Epic mantra to revolutionize the industry by providing our agents with unrivaled support, insane benefits, and cutting-edge innovations in technology to transform and elevate their business to a new level. And we kind of talked about that a little bit in the last slide, but this is really, the anthem that kind of puts everything together. And if there was a Pledge of Allegiance at Epic, it would be this. And if you were in a classroom or in the office at Epic, you would probably want to stand up and put your hand over your heart and say this every single time you start your morning here at the Epic offices. Now, because we're a cloud brokerage and we don't have offices specifically, then you might want to read it to yourself every morning. Samantha, anything you want to say here? All right, well, let's keep on going then. Uh, Epic education, training, and support. This is really important to me because the thing that most agents will complain about when they're not doing well is they'll say, I have no support. I need to go somewhere where there is support. I need to go somewhere where there's education and training. Well, Epic has all these things. Epic has Epic Essentials, which is daily live training that happens via Zoom every single day. And it's usually about different topics, different ways in order to build business. I really love the Epic Essentials that happens on Fridays, which is all about personal business building. That includes financial management. We've had tax advisors come on that show us how to use QuickBooks. This is never ever anything that I have ever seen at a brokerage where they're actually helping us understand our own business operations and how to fiscally run a business, which we are running for ourselves. Area Leader Forever mentorship. We have area leaders that are actually in our local area that help us out and help us build our business. Usually one transaction at a time, but they're also there to help us create long-term goals in terms of strategizing business and getting more business, lead generation, things like that. Power Coach by Power Academy and the Earth to Orbit Production Coaching. These are both run by Coach Rob Stein, who is our virtual coach and our virtual motivator. And he is also available not only through Power Academy for all of us, but also one-on-one coaching through Earth to Orbit Production Coaching. 365 daily concierge support. We can actually call, text, or email our concierge support whenever we have a question about anything Epic whatsoever. They are always able to answer and help us out. Now, I actually call them about once a week. As a team leader, there's all these different things we need to manage logistically and figure out, problem solve, see what's going wrong where we're doing in our process, or maybe something that needs to be fixed at the higher bureaucratic level, and they're always there to help us out. AI Pro certification and CE courses. So there's actually a AI certification course that was created by Epic that is recognized by the National Association of Realtors that you can actually take this class and get credit for it. And so that's really cool. Being a tech company, an AI company, a cloud brokerage, it's very, very progressive thinking to be able to create this training program that's for us that we can be able to excel in AI as it affects our business in the future and in the present and the future too as well. Samantha, anything you want to add to this slide?
I just want to say that education is so important in the real estate industry because you are learning something new every single day. So this has all been super helpful being part of Epic.
Anything that you've taken advantage of here that you want to talk about specifically, the coaching, the training, the support?
I would say the trainings that we've been a part of, especially with the QuickBooks Zooms that we've had, just having an expert go on, take the time, 30 minutes out of their day to teach us about accounting, even though it's not really related to getting business, it's related to keeping business. I think that's, or to maintaining your business. I think that's so important. So, yeah, that's been helpful.
Yes, uh-huh. And that's actually training that you're mentioning that our team was doing specifically. Epic Essentials is part of Epic, and they do, they do not only QuickBooks, but also all different types of business education too as well. So let's make that distinction. All right, let's go to the next slide here. Transactional support. So at Epic Realty, a transaction coordinator comes with the brokerage. There is a transaction fee which you pay, and inside that transaction fee, there's a transaction coordinator. There's also E&O insurance that you pay per transaction. At my last brokerage, we actually paid E&O insurance on an annual basis. Whether or not we sold any kind of business whatsoever, there was still a quite a hefty E&O insurance premium that we had to pay. Well, this one's per transaction, and it's only charged every time you close, makes it, I think, much more economical. Transactional support in buyer and seller leads. We have those come through via Lofty, as well as other partnerships we have with companies like Realty.com. Our team specifically has partnerships with lenders, as well as a Zillow Preferred partnership that we have too as well, the biggest online lead generator in the country, probably in the world. Transactional support in the form of professional listing photography. So listing photography is usually one of those costs that, it's not a whole lot of money. It's not a big deal, but Every penny counts in our business, and it's really, really nice to know that listing photography is included in everything that transactionally supports, that Epic transactionally supports us. Same thing with yard signs, installation and removal. Every time we have a listing, we can actually order a yard sign to be installed and then also removed when the property is sold. So these are great support benefits on the listing side. Anything you want to talk about here, Samantha?
Probably buyer and seller leads, not specifically with the brokerage, but with our team, how we've partnered with Magnify Mortgage and we're able to get leads through that way. That's been awesome. Getting to connect with people who, because these aren't just cold leads, they're warm. They're interested in purchasing a home because they took the time to um, all their information to see how much they can possibly qualify for. So that's been really nice getting to connect with future buyer and sellers.
Very good. All right, marketing support. So I think marketing is probably one of the most important things. Second to probably education, training, and support. Marketing basically is the thing that drives our business. You know, we have to get our listings out there. We've got to get our home sales out there. We got to get our own business out there. We got to tell the whole world that we are here in order to do business. We are here in order to support you, the consumer. And so the Epic marketing support helps us do that. There's AI headshots that you can create. There's actually one here that you can see on this slide here of a woman here downloading. Someone I know personally and in person, but she's got this beautiful AI headshot that she's created through Epic support, Epic benefits. Just recently, I posted on my Facebook one of me dressed up as a Spirit Airlines pilot. And you know, who knows what the future of Spirit Airlines is? Maybe they'll go down in history as a company that is no longer around. But I thought it'd be kind of funny and you know, good timing to make a AI headshot of myself with a Spirit Airlines pilot costume or uniform on, and it actually generated a lot of hits because of it. Social media ads, these come with every single one of our listings. So every time you post a listing up on the MLS and in Lofty, which is our CRM, social media ads are automatically engaged. In addition, there's digital billboard ads and listing digital billboard ads. So that means that Epic will pay for a digital billboard with just our name and faces on it. You can see here in the middle slide, but they'll also individually pay for our listing billboards, which highlight our listings individually too as well. So I don't know any other brokerage that does this. You know, to have our big face in a big giant billboard up there in the sky, I think that's pretty cool. I've got one, and I've also done one for my listings too as well. You know, once again, this is a benefit that I have seen no other brokerage do, and I think that's only unique to Epic, and I think it's great. We have a company Canva Pro account. You can go inside of our Canva account. You can see templates of all the other agents creating different slides and different marketing materials for different purposes. You can then go and copy those and then make them for your own purposes. So all this stuff has already been built. You just need to modify it for your own purposes. Creator picture to video. There's a whole creator AI and digital suite here for us in order to create marketing on the fly very quickly. Not only is it picture video and social media and digital marketing, video marketing, but also flyers and other things like that too as well. So love all the marketing support that's here at Epic. How about you, Samantha?
Yeah, for sure. I would say Canva Pro is probably my favorite. As someone who hosts tons of open homes, it's you most of the time need a flyer beforehand. And so having that, a lot of the good flyer templates on Canva are locked and you must have Canva Pro to utilize them. So yeah, it's been really helpful.
Very good. All right. Epic is a technology company, or at least they consider themselves a technology company. Other publications like Fast Company and also Inman have recognized them as an AI company and a tech company. Starting off with a lot of the tech features, Lofty CRM, we have a partnership with Lofty, which is formerly called Chime. It's an enterprise and AI version of Lofty, which means that we actually have an AI agent that comes with the Lofty account that we use. And Lofty obviously is one of the leading CRMs. A CRM is great for managing your business and managing your clients. Through Lofty, we also create an agent IDX website with national access. Yeah, I would say it's global access because anything that's on the web is really global anyway. So your customers, your clients, they can search for properties all across the country, and purchase here in California, but also search for properties in Chicago, New York, Washington State, Florida. They can do that all through your personal IDX website created through Lofty. There is an Epic AI, broker AI, and legal AI feature where you can, if you have a question about any type of legality in your state, then you can search this in the Epic AI and it should be able to spit out to you an answer. I wouldn't necessarily think of it as the definitive answer. If it's really a complicated question, then I would still call up the car legal hotline or still talk to your area leader. But Epic AI will give you a good AI answer that's going to at least set you off on the right track in order to understand your problem a little bit better. Epic Cloud, all-in-one digital office. So the Epic Cloud, when I joined, is actually improved into a new Epic Cloud, but it's basically your dashboard that allows you to control everything that you need to and access everything you need to through Epic. There's also an Epic business card. I've got it somewhere over here. It's actually in my wallet, which isn't close to me, but a lot of people they carry around all these paper business cards and then they get thrown in the trash. Well, this digital business card allows us to tap it on someone's phone, and then our contact goes directly into their phone, which is a little bit more convenient in some ways, and probably paper friendly too as well. How about you, Samantha? Is there anything you want to talk about the tech stack here?
Yeah, I just want to say I love Lofty CRM. You can literally fall into like a rabbit hole of all the different things it does to help you with not just lead generation, but like maintaining the leads. The AI assistant is awesome. If I just type in like, hey, can you build a plan for this specific lead, it will automatically send them listings to look at. It will automatically send them just messages following up so that I don't have to keep track of so many people and do it myself because as a realtor, there's so many different things you have to keep track of that it's really nice that that CRM does that for you.
That's right. Yes. All right. So there's tech support, there's business support, financial support. There's also personal lifestyle support. It comes in the form of benefits regarding healthcare, agent healthcare, agent vision care, agent dental care. These actually have an asterisk there because they're actually paid benefits. They're the only two paid benefits there are. It's a very nominal premium. Agent healthcare is actually free. It's telehealth, where you can actually schedule a virtual appointment with a doctor. The doctor can actually prescribe real drugs for you. They're the most, I think, 1,000 most popular drugs. Um, if your ailment or your condition, is within that category of drugs, then those prescription drugs are also free too as well. There's urban childcare as well as elder care. I personally have a story for the urban childcare. I actually was in my very beginning stages of being in this company. There was an agent that I wanted to recruit. It was a really, really important appointment. And I was all alone watching my kids. And so I didn't want to bring my kids with me. I didn't think that'd be a good idea. And so I actually used Urban Sitter, which was a free benefit provided by Epic. And I was so scared to leave my kids with a stranger. I went ahead and did it because I knew the appointment was so important. But I ran back home after the appointment was done in order to see how they were doing. And they were having so much fun with the Urban Sitter. And in fact, actually, they said that they want to see the Urban Sitter again in the future. So, that's my personal story about urban sitter and urban childcare. The elder care is also comes along with that too as well. Pet health care through AirVet. We just signed up for this because our dog got really sick and we had to spend a lot of money out of pocket. And so now we're going to actually start engaging in AirVet, which has also a virtual doctor, virtual pet doctor, a virtual veterinarian that will diagnose the dog, cat, whatever pet you have, and also, if possible, prescribe any kind of medication for them too as well. Unlimited car washes and roadside assistance. So this obviously has to do with your automobile. You don't go to a listing appointment or look at go to meet a client looking like a slob, with bird poop on your shoulder. So why should your car? And obviously, getting to different appointments is very important. If you have any kind of roadside emergency, you want to be able to get back on the road as soon as possible. And so these benefits help with that too as well. How about you, Samantha? How's your lifestyle here at Epic?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's kind of funny to say because all the benefits seem more important, but I was most excited about unlimited car washes when I first joined Epic. That was like one that immediately caught my eye because it's such a drag having to take it to the car wash and, doing it yourself. So I thought that was awesome. And now that I'm in LA, the nearest car wash is like 13 miles away from me. So I'm super excited to take advantage of it soon.
Very good. Well, don't stay down in LA forever. LA traffic is horrible. It's really hard in your car. Please come back up here to the Bay Area sometime soon. If you stayed on in LA, we're definitely going to keep in touch. We're definitely going to keep our car clean, and I'm going to send you pictures, and I hope you send pictures of your car too as well. Epic incoming retirement. So once again, on the personal level, Epic has all these things that are benefits that are supposed to be able to help us save money, not only in our commissions, but also over time too as well, and create maybe potentially some kind of retirement plan for us too as well. So, firstly, there's the Epic Power Agent rewards. When you hit Power Agent status, you basically are able to enter into, what we call Power Agent, and you actually have stock rewarded back to you for doing such a great job in production. The more you produce, the higher you get to a Power Agent, the more rewards you get back. There's company stock opportunities too as well. As soon as you join company or as soon as you join the company, you receive stock. As soon as you sell your first property, you receive stock. Every time you are able to onboard someone who's a colleague of yours into Epic, then you receive stock awards too as well. Anyone that you onboard and they're underneath you, there's revenue share that's shared with you on the company split side, not on the agent split side, on the company split side, where they give back to you and they say, "Thank you so much for introducing us to this agent. Now that they produced, they sold this transaction, we'd like to give a portion of our profit back to you as a thank you for bringing this person, introducing them to us." Epic 401k financial advisor. I just set up my 401k financial plan with the Epic, and I really like it a lot. I actually already have a financial advisor, but with this financial advisor, what I did was I set up a 401k plan. Every time I close a transaction with Epic, I'm just giving a little bit of percentage to that 401k, and it's basically just a little bit of a savings account that's going to hopefully help grow more money in my pocket in the future too as well for their investments. So, I actually was very, very attracted to this. And this was a huge reason why I joined Epic because I'd never ever seen, once again, any other brokers doing this too as well. And this one was personally relevant to me. Samantha, any of these benefits relevant to you? Anything you want to talk about with them?
Yes, for sure. Like the stock opportunities is definitely what attracted me at first. So, because I think it's so cool that you'll get a piece of the company and you actually get to like be part of investing in it. And so that way when it becomes public, the stock will probably go up, right? Because this brokerage is basically the future of all brokerages. So, I think it's cool to be part of something and then also believe in it enough to invest in it and then also get to benefit off of that.
That's right. Yes. Uh-huh. All right. Let's go to the next slide here. Commission splits and fees. Okay, so let's talk about this one. This one's the one that everyone wants to know about. This is the one we should have probably started with first, but we want to keep you guys on the hook and save one of the best for last. This actually isn't the last slide at all, but we're getting there. Epic commissions and splits. So there is an 85-15 commission split for individual agents, and it caps at 15%. There is a low 0.1% transaction fee that caps at $500. So it's either 0.1% or capping at $500. And this transaction fee is remember, the one that includes the transaction coordinator and the E&O insurance. Now, when you have power agent, then that transaction fee actually goes down to $250. When you're part of a power team, which is our team, that transaction fee goes down to $250 again too as well. Same thing with the $149 per month technology fee. This is regular standard for any single individual agent at Epic, but if you're part of a team and also part of a power team, then this per monthly technology fee is $99. There is a $99 join startup fee that's standard across the board. Whenever you submit your application to join Epic, there will be a $99 charge. There's multiple team structure options. So we talked about Power Team a little bit, Power Agent a little bit. Let's go back to relate this to the 85-15 commission split, which caps at 15,000. Now, for any of you agents that don't understand what a cap formula is, because maybe you came from a traditional brokerage, we have an 85 to 15 split. And on the 15% side, when it totals $15,000 that you've given to Epic, then they give money back to you in the form of company stock and give you power team status. And your team status can vary depending on what kind of performance team you are. We start out as a team, or I should say, we start out as an individual. If you're an individual, it's 15K cap. If you're part of a traditional team, it's a 10K cap. If you're part of a power team, it's actually a 5K cap. And I did some back of the napkin math. In order to have a 5K cap, all you need to do is sell about $1.35 million worth of real estate. Here in California, that is nothing. That's basically one transaction, no big deal whatsoever. When the median home price is about 1.5, selling a 1.3 transaction sale is not a big deal at all. So when you hit your cap, you will be able to have your commission at 100% for the rest of your anniversary year. That's the anniversary date of when joined, and then it resets every single year thereafter. Your cap also resets every single year thereafter, but not difficult to reach at a $5,000 cap, which is what we're at. There are no franchise fees, no annual fees, no desk fees, no E&O fees, and no hidden fees. So basically, what you see here, everything here is what you get, if not better, because we're talking about teams, because we're talking about power agent, because we're talking about power team status, things like that. Samantha, anything to add here?
Yeah, I just want to say at a previous brokerage, the monthly fee was double this or a little bit more than that. And so um this fee monthly is way more I feel like affordable and doable, especially when if you're in the beginning and you're training and you're not really making money at the moment. It's fees can add up fast, especially when you're buying signs and you're investing in marketing and you're doing all these other things with you're investing in your business. The fee on top of that can just feel like a lot. So I think this is relatively cheap compared to other brokerages.
Yes, very true. I can't really understand how we're only supposed to pay $149 or $99 a month and be able to receive all these benefits, but somehow it happens, and I'm not going to question any further. Okay, you've got declining caps. So in your very first year, for a whole year, for 365 days, when you reach that 365-day mark, your cap is then reduced to from $15,000 to $14,000. At the end of your second year, going into your third year, your cap goes down to $13,000. At the end of your third year, going into your fourth year, $12,000, et cetera, et cetera. At your fourth year, you're at $11,000 cap. At your fifth year, you're at a $10,000 cap. Now, this is for individual agents. If you're on a power team or a traditional team, you're already at probably a $10,000 cap or even better. So, no reason to complain there. But this is in case you're joining as an individual agent, you've got basically an incentive to stay at the company every single year because your cap declines every single year until you get to 10,000. Pretty cool, huh? Samantha, because you're part of our team, you don't have to worry about this. But there are other agents out there that do want to be individual autonomous agents, and we want to be able to incentivize them too as well. And I think that's why they did that. Okay. Okay, here's a summarization of all the benefits we're talking about. These are not all of them either. There's actually, I think, something like 94 plus benefits, and they're always adding them too as well. But some of these we talked about in general or specifically. I see Shawami here and car washes and let's see. Power Agent status, Canva Pro, that you had mentioned, Samantha. Is there any others, the benefits that you really enjoy also as well at Epic that we haven't talked about?
Yeah, we haven't talked about Shawami yet, which is one of my favorite benefits. So I was using Xiaomi previously, but joining this brokerage, I now have access to Xiaomi Platinum.
Mhm.
And a lot of agents don't know about this resource. So if like you're a top producing agent and you don't have enough time to do all your own showings, you could send out a request through Xiaomi and an agent can sh show homes for you. Of course, it does come at a low fee, but that is another way to outsource your business and buy back your time. And then on the other side, if you're an agent who wants to make some quick cash, you can become a showing agent through this platform. And with Showing Me Platinum, you can get like first priority for most requests. And so it's really nice because in real estate, a lot of the money that you're making takes time because deals are about like a month usually. So with Xiaomi, it's quick money. You get paid like the next day for showing homes, and it's not a hard job. So I really like that.
I have my own story. And it involves you, Samantha, because you were gone the last few days, and I had never used Shawami before. I had to resort to using Shawami because my right hand person was gone. And I said, I need to have someone show this property for me, and I'm in a jam. And so I actually decided to use Shawami. I was very, very worried once again with a service that I wasn't familiar with. I didn't use before, and I hired someone to show a property for me, and they actually did a really great job. And so, once again, all these tools that support us, use them, get to know them, and take advantage of them because they are there for you. I hope that you will be there in order to help support my business. I'm there to support yours more in the future too, as well. But until then, there is Shawami. Let's see here. Epic, nationwide brokerage coverage, local support in every agents in every state, access to tools, benefits, and innovation across the United States, unified culture, empowerment, and excellence. So this is talking about Epic as a nationwide brokerage. It is across the whole country and actually in Canada as well as Australia. I hear we're expanding towards other places too as well across the globe. Epic is very soon going to become a global brokerage, and I'm very excited about that. So, I have actually in my previous life as a real estate agent been an independent brokerage, and an independent brokerage, we were in the biggest brokerage in San Francisco, but we were basically only in San Francisco. And so now at this brokerage, I have access to everyone across the whole country to be able to share a business network, talk about ideas, grow together. And everyone at Epic, I gotta tell you, they all take advantage of this opportunity and the unified culture, empowerment, and excellence that's mentioned in the last line. I think this is really the biggest benefit of being at Epic. And it's not really a benefit, it's just something that's part of ingrained into the culture of our company. I've heard people say that people come here for the benefits, but they stay for the culture. And this is something that I definitely agree with too as well. How about you, Samantha?
Yeah, I think it's so cool that we're going global now, and especially since you are really passionate about building referral-based business,
Mhm.
it's really helpful, right? Because when you go to conferences, now you can meet another Epic agent who's in Australia who has someone moving to maybe the US, maybe California.
Mhm.
So, yeah, definitely for referrals, I think that's beneficial too.
Yes, 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 definitely. Um, and that is the end of our presentation. These are our sponsors, Sam Rodriguez and Jane No. These are basically our mentors, my mentor, Samantha's mentor. And these are people that are guiding our business, and they are really, really in huge ways. Another big perk, another big benefit of joining Epic Realty. The fact that I have a coach now and a mentor that's guiding me through all these different things that I want to do that they've already done is pretty cool. And that's another benefit I want to mention too as well. I don't think, Samantha, you get as many opportunities to talk to Sam or Jay. Obviously, you can always reach out to them and find time, but I definitely know that all the help that they're giving me trickles down to the rest of my team too as well.
Yes, definitely. And then also too, you're my mentor, so that's been very helpful too.
Very good. Well, this concludes our presentation. If there was anybody that brought you to this video, primarily Samantha, then you should definitely reach out to Samantha if you have any more questions. And I hope that you will, because there's definitely a lot to absorb. We've only gone over kind of the very rough basics of, what's going on here at Epic, and also to our team too as well. If you want to know more, if you're still curious, then we'd love to talk to you about what our team is doing, what Epic is doing, how we're all growing in such big ways, and we look forward to it. Hopefully, there's going to be a way we can collaborate in the future, and it's going to be really exciting, I can tell you. Samantha, close it out for us. Any closing words?
Yeah, I will definitely say this brokerage has tons of benefits, comes at a very low cost, and there's tons of mentorship and tons of training that you have available to you, and it's very flexible. And I definitely think that Epic is the future of all brokerages, and it will change real estate.
All right, you heard it from Samantha. So, thanks so much for your time. Once again, we'd love to talk to you again. Please watch this video all the way to the end and reach out to us if you want to learn about more about it. Thanks so much. Have a great day, everybody.
Bye.
We look forward to it. Thank you.